Genesis chapter 37. Joseph and the conflicts with his brothers. Verses 3 and 4. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age. Also he made him a tunic of many colors. When his brothers saw that their father loved him more than all his brothers, they hated him and could not speak peaceably to him. I would say that Israel makes a mistake in not only having a favorite child, but being public with who his favorite child is. He gives him a very bright tunic displayed for everyone to see. And Israel has so many children. One of them is bound to be jealous. Jealousy is a sin and you should try not to be jealous, but he's practically setting them up for failure. Verses 5 through 7. Now Joseph had a dream, and he told it to his brothers, and they hated him even more. So he said to them, Please hear this dream which I have dreamed. There we were, binding sheaves in the field. Then behold, my sheaf arose and also stood upright. And indeed your sheaves stood all around and bowed down to my sheaf. Joseph is letting all that attention get to his head. He's thinking, oh yeah, I'm better than everyone. Everyone's going to bow down to me. I'm going to be the best. Verse 8. And his brothers said to him, Shall you indeed reign over us? Or shall you indeed have dominion over us? So they hated him even more for his dreams and for his words. His brothers recognize his arrogance and his crazy ego and pride. I probably wouldn't like Joseph either. Verse 9. Then he dreamed still another dream and told it to his brothers and said, Look, I have dreamed another dream, and this time the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars bowed down to me. He's doubling down, saying, not only did you guys bow to me, but everyone bowed to me. Everything bowed to me. That's crazy. He is not almighty. The only person who's almighty is God. Verse 10 and 11. So he told it to his father and his brothers, and his father rebuked him and said to him, What is this dream that you have dreamed? Shall your mother and I and your brothers indeed come to bow down to the earth before you? And his brothers envied him, but his father kept the matter in mind. Joseph was like, my brothers don't like me, but I'm definitely my father's favorite. So let me go tell my father and he'll definitely approve. But he doesn't. He's like, what? I know that you're my favorite and all, but you're taking it too far. I didn't say all that. I didn't say we're all going to bow down to you. You're getting ahead of yourself. But he kept the matter in mind because he's like, what is going on? And so in these next sections, Joseph's brothers go away while they're supposed to be feeding the flock. Israel sends Joseph to go find them. Verses 18 through 20. Now when they saw him afar off, even before he came near them, they conspired against him to kill him. Then they said to one another, Look, this dreamer is coming. Come therefore, let us now kill him and cast him into some pit. And we shall say, Some wild beast has devoured him. We shall see what will become of his dreams. They're mocking him, and they're planning on killing him. They've had enough of his crazy stuff. Verses 21 and 22. Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, Let us not kill him. And Reuben said to them, Shed no blood, but cast him into this pit which is in the wilderness, and do not lay a hand on him. This is a big step for Reuben, because from a few chapters ago, he went and slept with one of his father's concubines. That was a big sin, but he's being better now. He's showing mercy. Not complete mercy, because he's still going to throw his brother into a pit, but it's better than before. Verses 23 and 24. So it came to pass when Joseph had come to his brothers, that they stripped Joseph of his tunic, the tunic of many colors that was on him. Then they took him and cast him into a pit. And the pit was empty. There was no water in it. He was going to die in there anyway, though. They're humiliating him along the way. Verses 26 through 28. So Judah said to his brothers, What profit is there if we kill our brother and conceal his blood? Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. And his brothers listened. Then Midianite traders passed by. So the brothers pulled Joseph up and lifted him out of the pit, and sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 shekels of silver. And they took Joseph to Egypt. They're like, yeah, he's gonna die in here. We're getting rid of him, so we might as well get something out of it. Let's go make some money. Benefit ourselves for all the troubles and annoyance that he has caused us. They sell him for 20 shekels of silver, which isn't even a lot either. Shows how they value their brother. Verses 31 through 33. So they took Joseph's tunic, killed a kid of goats, and dipped the tunic in the blood. Then they sent the tunic of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, We have found this. Do you know whether it is your son's tunic or not? And he recognized it and said, It is my son's tunic. A wild beast has devoured him. Without doubt, Joseph is torn to pieces. They successfully lie, big sin, and manipulate their father into thinking, oh yeah, we didn't kill Joseph, but something went and killed him. Hoo-hoo, that's so sad. They don't care. Verses 34 and 35. Then Jacob tore his clothes, put sackcloth on his waist, and mourned for his son many days. And all his sons and his daughters arose to comfort him. But he refused to be comforted, and he said, For I shall go down into the grave to my son in mourning. Thus his father wept for him. Yeah, that's Israel's favorite son, but I'm sure he would do that for any one of his sons, any one of his daughters. Imagine you're getting this crazy news that one of your children has died and you didn't even get to say goodbye to them. He was mourning for days and days. Now his brothers are trying to comfort him. They don't care that their brother is dead, but they need to sell the fact that they didn't kill him. I think that the main message of this chapter is that you should not strike revenge, because though it may seem like it will benefit you, it really doesn't. Because not only is it a grave sin and your sins have consequences, but it could also have an effect on others. Other people who you may love. All of your actions have consequences. And just because someone makes you mad doesn't mean you should do the worst to them. You just need to brush it off, not be jealous, and be a good person. That's all I have. Thank you for watching.